This award recognizes extraordinary leadership in three primary areas: in advancing student learning and educational excellence, in expanding equal educational opportunities, and in resolving major crises or difficulties. We received many high-quality nominations from across the state, and I'm really honored that Illinois students have such dedicated and collaborative leaders who go way beyond the extra mile to make sure that each and every child is cared for and has the fullest opportunity to succeed. One school board president truly stood out. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Richard J. Nogal, School Board President of Consolidated High School District number 230, and will you join me on the stage, please? I'm going to tell you a little bit about Mr. Nogal, why he was selected as this year's recipient. Because President Nogal's leadership in District 230 captures all the qualities the Thomas Leigh Burroughs Award represents. ISBE believes that whole, healthy students are nested in schools supported by whole, healthy communities. President Nogal embodies this vision. His whole community mindset led him to create community connection meetings that bring together partner school boards, mayors, police and fire chiefs, and township and county officials in dialogue to improve and uplift their communities collectively. President Nogal championed collaborative leadership and decision-making structure that welcomes the sharing of ideas and expertise of board members, administrators, teachers, staff, and community members. The board's education, student services, and building and finance committees meet monthly to share insights that guide the board's annual goals. Through President Nogal's collaborative leadership, District 230 produced a program called Period 2, Advisory, Enrichment, and Intervention, which has achieved remarkable results for students. Period 2 began in direct response to the needs of District 230 students. An analysis revealed that students did not have fair access to the supports and opportunities offered before and after school. Period 2 provides dedicated time during the school day for social and emotional learning, individual academic supports, advanced opportunities, and lessons such as digital citizenship, mental health, and post-high school planning. The Period 2 program has resulted in increased participation in AP and honors courses and a simultaneous decrease in the students earning D's and F's. Students are confident in taking more rigorous coursework because they know the supports are in place to help them achieve. The district's college enrollment and college persistence rates have increased. Period 2 is founded on the value of relationships. Students have the same advisory teacher throughout their high school years. Advisory teachers conduct weekly wellness checks and encourage students to access all available resources to help them succeed. The district attributes a 16% drop in safety-related referrals and a reduction in the percentage of sophomores reporting substance use to the strength of these student-teacher relationships. President Nogal's deep understanding of the connectedness of all Illinois school districts made him a key contributor to the passage of the state's historic evidence-based funding last year. Dr. James M. Gay, Superintendent of District 230, described President Nogal as having great integrity, passion, and vision for the success of all students, as well as the ability to inspire and lead administrators, teachers, and staff, bringing that vision to fruition. It is with great appreciation on behalf of the Illinois State Board of Education and the community of Consolidated High School District 230 that I present Mr. Richard J. Nobles with the 2018 Thomas Leigh Burroughs Award for Outstanding School Board President. Congratulations.
Good morning, and thank you, Mr. Settle. Thank you so much. I'm honored and humbled to accept the Thomas Leigh Burroughs Award for 2018. And I accept the award not individually, but on behalf of the entire board and administration at Consolidated High School District 230. So I ask my fellow board members and administrators present, could they please stand and be recognized? I also accept this award in recognition of the 6,000 or so Illinois school board colleagues who serve their school districts with dedication from Rockford to Carbondale, Quincy through Danville. The Illinois Association of School Boards has taught us well, and I quote from one of their board manuals, the individual board member has no authority other than the right to cast a vote at a board meeting. Not very empowering, is it? But board success is thus truly a team and not an individual effort. I must admit my heart skipped a beat the other day when my board superintendent and Dr. Tony Smith spontaneously called my office to inform me of the award. My initial reaction was, this can't be good. But after the shock wore off, I became intrigued about the namesake of this award, Thomas Leigh Burroughs. I conducted a little bit of internet research and discovered that Mr. Burroughs received his Illinois law license just 3 years before me. Mr. Burroughs was the former president of Collinsville School District 10 Board of Education, and he was the fourth generation of his family to serve the Collinsville schools. Mr. Burroughs was appointed to the Illinois State Board of Education by then Governor Thompson back in 1981 when Mr. Burroughs was a mere 30 years old. He served ISBE for 10 years, including chairman for 4 years, until his untimely death at age 40 in 1991. In the September 1981 press release announcing his appointment to ISBE, Mr. Burroughs is quoted as follows: "We need to get some new sources of educational funding to make sure that an equity position exists between our school districts." Sound familiar? 37 years later, Mr. Burroughs would be smiling with some of the recent advances in the school funding formula. Having served as president of both an elementary and high school board of education for 8 of my 16 years of board service, I wanted briefly to share with you 3 observations that I believe are vital to the success of a school board. The concepts are simple, but the implementation requires diligence and practice. First, you must have a board of dedicated servant leaders who are serving for the right reasons and not to promote any single issue or themselves. In District 230, we have a board campaign slogan that serves us well: from the community, for the community. From the community, for the community. Finding responsible individuals who will stand for election every 4 years, serve without fanfare for no pay, willing to impose an unpopular property tax on their neighbors, and act without partisan divide or political rancor is no small task. Individuals with these attributes are not prone to self-select for a board position. You must proactively seek out, recruit, and help elect diverse and qualified candidates for board positions who will represent your community with integrity and distinction. Second, forge a supportive, mutually respectful relationship with your superintendent. I have had the privilege to serve on a board with 3 exceptional superintendents. First, the late Dr. Rosemarie Carroll, who encouraged my involvement with Palos District 118 over 20 years ago. Second, the late Dr. Joseph Dubeck, with whom I worked as president of the Palos District 118 board, and currently the incomparable Dr. James Gay at High School District 230. At District 230, we work closely with our superintendent and our entire school community to establish, achieve, and monitor goals and set a common vision for the benefit of our students. Our board and superintendent challenge each other to perform at the highest levels and to seek continuous improvement throughout the district. Third, work collaboratively, and I don't mean with just your board and administration. Reach out, engage your students, teachers, support staff, parents, parent organization, booster clubs, seniors, business, community members with no children in your schools, and local and state elected officials and community leaders. Be transparent. Your efforts to work collaboratively with all concerned with your districts will be well received because good schools are the fundamental building block of a successful community. I would be remiss if I did not mention a well-known but not sufficiently recognized ingredient to the success of a school board member, and that is the love, support, and understanding of our family and friends. I could not have attended well over 1,000 meetings in the past 16 years and contributed to Districts 118 and 230 without the love and support of my wife, Chris, and twin children, Ricky and Katie. In a fitting tribute to her selflessness, my wife, Chris, is celebrating her birthday today with all of us here. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you also to all board members and administrators throughout the state of Illinois who tirelessly work to ensure that every child in Illinois receives the best possible education to achieve every student's fullest potential. Through these collective efforts to advance the education and opportunities for all of our students, we truly honor the legacy of Thomas Leigh Burroughs. Thank you all.